Hi, Dr.Z. So good to be back to continue conversations on all of the wonderful topics that we bring to parents. How are you today?
I am doing okay and happy to be back.
Good, good. I'm so glad. You know, today I do want to hear about any success story that you or stories that you can share about a child or any children that have overcome OCD with the right support and treatment.
And definitely, especially because a lot of parents in our audience might have some children who might be going through it, and they may feel being alone, and may don't think that the medication or therapy may help. But hopefully, with this discussion, may bring some area of hope, and some positivity that the treatment can bring some significant change. So I will share two stories. One, this I think is a boy in an elementary school who used to have significant obsessive and the compulsive behavior around cleaning. So the morning was a disaster, so because mom had to be with him, although he was in elementary school. And but he does not have he used to not feel satisfied when he used to wipe himself, and then he used to call his mom, and that also mom have to do it in certain number, and that numbers are 30 times. And if out of those 30, if one, let's say number 16, was not the right way that he want to be, then it need to start again. And both parents were working, they have other children. Every day there was delay from school, and it was very frustrating, both for parents, because he's a very talented child, and but have been struggling with this. And now parents were thinking it will go away, that's why they were not seeking help. But now he's almost about to graduate from elementary school, but these things are just getting worse and worse. So parents brought to me with that concern. They brought to me with more like a behavioral issues, school delay, and this child, although the teachers were very accommodating, because he has excellent grades despite he has been missing and delay in so many days. So I referred and we have a really good cognitive behavioral therapist who is expert in exposure response prevention, OCD treatment, but the child was not able to go or not able to connect. So the mother requested, can we start the medication first? Because usually I refer to the therapy and then see if that can help. But in this case, in order to break that rigid cycle, we start him on a medication, and I think we mentioned the name before, a couple of the name in our previous episode. But I think the medication that we started on, the fluvoxamine, Luvox, and we gradually go up on the dose. In the beginning, we didn't see much improvement, but gradually, those episodes start getting better. But the other thing that was very surprising, that the because both parents were very loving and caring, but somehow, when both parents were helping him together, he was able to calm down. Because I think for one parent, sometimes it may get very frustrated, very exhausting. So when both parents were trying to help not only him but also each other, and then trying to have that conversation, in the evening time, how we can help you next day, what we can do differently. So along with the medication, then he engaged in therapy. We saw significant improvement. So before there were so many tardies, but now it's very rare. And now during the summer camp, now he has been engaged in so many sports. He's in music. He has a lot of friends now. Before that, it was just he cannot go to someone's friend house, because if he have to use the bathroom, it was just a nightmare. So with the proper medication, with the proper therapy, definitely we saw a significant improvement. Similarly, briefly, another girl, who was going through puberty, and she was struggling with OCD, with compulsive hand washing. With if she touch anything, she had to, she had to wash multiple times. But now, when she started having menstrual cycle, so it was very, very hard. to wear pads because, it was just, she was always that, she have to change it right away. She have to wash herself right away. There are so many germs. And to the point that it was a disaster because she stopped going to school because, she used to go to the bathroom, change the pad and then come in the class and then have to go, and no one was understanding what is happening. It was hard for parents to explain to the teachers, what's going on. So they brought it to me, that they have been doing so much for her, but they are just asking her, just to be a little bit more patient. And I explained, this is not in her control, kids who struggle with OCD, and she has also some other sensory sensitivities as well. So again, we refer to therapy, we start on medication, and then again, over time, it took 3 to 4 months, especially for her. But now she has been excelling academics as well. She still have, during the summer break, parents were telling she is out of structure, and she's getting bored, and start having all those symptoms again. But overall, an excellent school year with medication. So we increased the therapy again because we weaned down to the therapy because things were getting better. So those are, I think there are so many, but I hope those two stories we can share that the medication and therapy plays a significant role in our own well-being and in our child social, emotional, academic, and personal well-being.
Oh, thank you for sharing those stories. I know that this is something that is definitely not talked enough about. And being the mother of two daughters, I can really appreciate that because if one of my daughters had been going through that, I know for me, I would have had a lot of worry that she was being judged and what were people thinking, and it probably would have taken me a little while to even take her in to get some support. And so I just appreciate you sharing that so much because it is a sensitive topic, but it's so real. And I think it's important for parents to understand that we're definitely not alone. These
For sure.
situations and these things are happening, and it is so important to go to a professional, get some support, get some therapy, the medication combination. And just hearing you say that these kids are now going to friends' houses and they're successful and they're able to go to school and this isn't holding them back, that's amazing. That's all we want as parents. So thank you for empowering us and for always helping us to understand and feel and reminding us that we're not alone and that there are solutions and that we definitely can be supported, not only knowing that we're not alone as parents by having providers such as you that can listen with empathy and really take into consideration what the goal is here, and that's for our children to be successful.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. And I hope these stories can be helpful for, some of our families.
Thank you. We'll see you next time.